I'm Chelsea,
And I'm Peyton,
and this is,
States Away.
and we are back after a week-long hiatus of sickness.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was genuinely horrible.
I'm still a little sick. I'm still coughing and sneezing and blowing my nose and make myself feel embarrassed in public. All the great, wonderful
Yeah,
stuff.
I was puking and pooping. I had the norovirus. It sucked.
Oh,
It
just
was
hearing about
horrible.
that made me like so sad for her. I was like,
Anyone who has had that horrible disease, like, I feel my heart goes out to you because it is terrible. Like, it is absolutely terrible. Um, Yeah. So we've both been sick and I've had people text me and are like, I'm so excited for episode 3. And I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna be.
you're getting a little extra long here. Yeah, I was pretty much on the couch like all week, and I'm just like it just was not fun. And it just seemed like every day I would wake up and it was like, oh, I think I might be able to do something today because I feel a little bit better, and give it like a few hours and I felt awful. I mean, one day I even got up and was like, oh yeah, I feel decent. I'll get a shower, I'll feel nice and clean, it'll give me like a little energy boost. I got a shower and I got out and I thought I was going to just fall asleep anywhere that I sat. I felt
Yeah, it was, we were both down for the count. It was not good.
yeah.
Um, I don't think I left my bed. I didn't even get to school until like last Thursday because I was so sick. Um, yeah, it was not good. It really was not good. And
No, and
I'm
then
tired.
we were struggling to like we were stressing over this podcast. We're like, when are we gonna do it? But luckily, I mean, we're both feeling a whole lot better. I still have some side effects. I have like some symptoms. That's
Hmm.
kind of just how any like virus is, so that's fun. But I'm back to work this week, so that's good. I didn't work last week. Luckily we ended up having like a bunch of days because the weather was so bad that we weren't there was no school, and I'm a
Yeah.
substitute teacher, so I didn't have to work those days then. But it still sucks I didn't get to make money those days though. So that's
Yeah.
gonna be um a bit of a beat down for a little
Yeah.
while. But Aiden, my brother, had a gymnastics meet yesterday, and I went that to that, and it was a state over. So it was like a 2.5 hour drive, maybe. I think no, it
Hmm.
was two. It was like no, it wasn't 2.5. I'm thinking of something else. It was 2 hours, 2 hours even ish. And it was freezing. We had to wait outside the place for them to let us in for a little bit, and it was so cold. But we finally got in, obviously, and it was so nice inside. But Aiden kicked butt. He did great.
Yeah, he nailed it.
Fantastic. I did start coughing once though, and the girl that was sitting in front of us was like sleeping with her head like resting on like a blanket all balled up, like and I start coughing, and I'm telling you, she picked up her half asleep head, turned around and like glared at me, and then I'm pretty sure it said something under her breath about me, but because my ears were so congested, I couldn't hear her.
That's so annoying. I would want to know. I
Yeah,
would
well, I
um,
asked my mom, I was like, did you hear what she said? And she was like, you know what? I didn't even hear any of it. I don't know. She's like, and I don't know. I think she said something about like she was like seemed like she was in a bad mood, was upset about something when she first came in. So she's like, I wouldn't even pay any attention to it. But I felt so embarrassed for a minute there.
yeah, well, I missed one day of school and felt like I've missed 3 years. I emailed everyone and I literally had nothing to do, but I just feel so freaking behind right now. It's not even funny. Like, I have no idea what's going on. I have a 57% in my geology class because I missed 10 points. 10 points, and I have a 57%.
Why did they do that?
What?
How did they do that? How did it work that way? What the?
Well, it was like an in-class assignment.
Ah,
And I wasn't there, so I couldn't do it, and I missed 10 points. And
Ugh,
yeah,
that's for it to drop your grade that much. You guys, I guess you guys don't have a whole lot of assignments so far in that class.
no, but we have enough where it should not be a 67%.
I mean, that's insane. That really is just that's
Yeah,
totally, totally.
it was not fun. Um,
Hmm.
Me and Chelsea ordered matching sweatshirts.
We did. Do you want to see? Those of you can actually see. I can show you guys. Um, it's unfortunate because it's from Shein, so it feels really bad.
It was like $8. We got them to wear like one time. They're cute.
I think we even need to buy. I was looking on Etsy, and they have some on Etsy. So if like that are like embroidered or whatever. So I think if we can find a nice one on Etsy, I think that we should do that, or we should Cricut our own because
Yeah,
this
except I don't have
is
money.
100% polyester.
Yeah, no, it's nasty. I felt it and I was like, yeah, this is not good. I got stickers. They also say Born to Yap. They're like little microphones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited because one of these days, if this gets like popular, we're gonna buy like good microphones
Mm-hmm.
and then and they might look like this. I doubt it. I'm just so excited.
But I do love that the stickers are pink, just like the sweatshirt is. Again, because I feel like that needs to be like the image for our podcast. It needs to be states away. Two girls born to. And it's
Uh,
gonna we're gonna make t-shirts. We're gonna make stickers. You should make stickers because you're sticker Peyton.
yeah. I could make stickers.
Theme
But right
song.
now I have these and I want to put them on. Oh, wrong way. Sorry, I'm flipped and so I'm very confused right now. Um,
My screen is like mirrored for some reason. I couldn't get it to like not do that. And so I keep like moving to like sit a certain way to like I feel like what like to sit in a way that I feel is like most flattering.
yeah.
Like my bow keeps looking crooked because
And
I'm
then I
like
move the
this,
opposite direction.
yeah.
Those of you who can watch us just watch both of our heads tilt at the same time. It was actually this way. I'm so confused. Oh, Chelsea's dying. Anyways, these stickers are so cute and I want to put it on my laptop. But
I
I'm scared to.
I'm muted for the coughing fit.
Yeah. Everyone watching that just coughing fit. Uh, okay, we really don't have a topic today. We just kind of decided to yap because
We're
uh,
good at it.
we're recording very late. So not late at night, like later than we plan on recording.
We've been so busy and then sick and just everything. So we didn't really have like a good chance to plan much. But we started a podcast because we know that we yap
Yeah.
endlessly and probably weren't gonna have much of an issue talking about things. So we're just like, yeah, this is what it's meant for. So
Yeah.
it's like the most unplanned and not that we like I'm not this isn't saying that we have like a script or something, but like we have a plan of topics for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
This one is literally just this is who we are. This is what we're like. This is
Yeah.
we're doing our
Sometimes we come up with like a guide or like to keep us on track, but
thing.
sometimes we're like, okay, this is the topic, just talk and see where it gets you. This time we have no topic, we have no plan. Like we're just yapping.
It was my idea to start with like let's just talk about the fact that we were sick, and that's where we've been for a week, and then surely we will bounce off of that, and we'll find
Yeah. No, because
yeah.
I've had people in my TikTok DMs be like, I'm so excited for episode 3, and shout out to you if you're one of those people. And I'm like, you are so cute. Like, I love you all so much. Like, I'm glad that people are actually listening. Um,
Yeah, it's nice, and like we've had like some like considering we've only done 2 episodes, I'm surprised we haven't like I'm honestly surprised that we have numbers at all
yeah,
because, like, especially for a podcast, like, I feel like when I release music, it's a little bit easier to get people to listen to it because you tell your friends to listen to it, you just play a song. Everyone likes music. But, like,
hmm
just being honest, I'm not a podcast listener.
yeah,
So, like, that's not something that I listen to on my like on a regular basis or anything like that. So like I feel like it's harder to get used for that stuff. So I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, and I listen to true crime, like a true crime podcast, but they're like established. Like they have like 400 episodes or something. So like, and like have a big following. Like we are on our third episode and we do not have a big following. We're hoping something comes of this
Mhm.
eventually. But right now, this is just kind of for funsies to see where it goes. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, you know what? I want to. Here's what I want to do. I want to tell you guys. I want to show you. Hold on. Gibberish. I want to tell you guys where Aiden placed and everything at his meet yesterday. I also have a really cute little wholesome story to tell along with it because here I'll get to it in a minute, but I can't find the pictures that I have with all of the scores.
She slayed. Chelsea
Did I
posted
not?
like all of the videos on her Snapchat story, and it was
Whoa!
great.
A long message I have to read out when I get off of here.
Oh God.
Oh well, it's not a bad message. It's a good one, and I'll actually get to that because it's relevant. But I do need to message the poor person back and let them know that I'm not blowing them off. So hold on.
Do, 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 do. This is gonna be a shorter episode because we yapped and yapped and yapped and yapped for a long time last week. Well, 2 weeks ago. And so we're trying to give you like a little bit of a break in between so you can just like listen to listen to us talk, but like you don't have to listen to a long one. So like right now we're on like a 30 minutes to an hour to 30 minutes like trend
Mhm.
right now. And I think that's probably gonna stick at least for a while.
All right. So it looks like I did not. We're recording. My mom came in. Mommy, want to say hi? Oh, I
Gosh.
know I saw my dog Dozer. This is a total. This is the perfect example of how our conversations go because I'm trying to tell you guys about
Mm-hmm.
horse, but this is a dog story now. My mom came in. She's sad. Okay, she's sad, and she's sad because our dog Dozer is in the tub right now. So our dog Bella pooped in her crate. She pooped in her crate last night when we found it when we got home from the meet, and we got home from work today to find that there was more poop in her crate again. Don't know what's going on. I don't know what that's about, but she tends to do this thing where if she gets upset about something, she pees in her bed in her crate. And so I think that she's starting to do that with pooping because we were gone for a long time yesterday. And then today I came home from work in the middle of the day. I was supposed to have a half day, but then got added on for a full day. So I had to come home and get some
Mm-hmm.
lunch to take to work. So I came home for a bit and then left. She was probably mad that I didn't let her out of her crate.
Yeah.
Get a bath when we all got home. But Dozer loves baths. He is sleeping in the bathtub and has been for over an hour now. And that's his way of saying, please give me a bath. But he's a
Oh,
dog and he has bad knees. So you have to practically hold him up and like speed clean him. And it's so we can't do it right now. But he says he's sleeping in there and now I feel sad.
stop. That would be so sad.
I'm gonna change the topic though back to his meat because now I feel a little bit sad and I feel bad.
That's so
But
sad. I also have an old man dog though, and I think not to get like super morbid, but I think he's on his way out soon, which makes me so sad. But he is like the crustiest dog in the history of crust.
I feel like that about Dozer sometimes because he's getting old and like he's had bad knees for a long time. He like got injured. He like injured himself, like literally walking up somebody's hill, like in
Hmm.
the yard, not doing anything crazy. But he wasn't very well bred. I think is the problem, and so he has a like his health isn't exactly the best. So like, and he was supposed to be like a fancy schmancy purebred expensive dog. So it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
It's really not fair to him that they did such a poor job.
Hmm.
But he's a chocolate lab, and his knees are. I mean, he's not been. You know, his knees aren't great. They've not been great for a long time. But he's just like he can't really hear anymore and
Yeah.
stuff. Like making me sad sometimes.
Nope.
Anyway, sweet, brighter topics.
Happy.
I feel sad, and I'm thinking about sad things. Okay, so I have. It looks like I don't have his score for pommel horse written down in here for whatever reason. I can't remember what I got. He got, and this is I forget what it's out of now that he's a level 9, but I feel like because they have you can get like bonus points with like adding certain moves to your routine or whatever, different things.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said something about Volt was a total of 12 you could get or something. So I'm assuming that maybe that's the same all the way around.
Yeah.
Well, let's go off of that for an assumption because I'm not always like totally sure on the gymnastic stuff. I get
Mm-hmm.
mixed up. But he got a 9.5 on rings. He got an 11.5 on Volt. And then I believe was also the first time he actually landed his Volt because he's doing some crazy twist flip thing in the air. And
Yeah.
he's been having a hard time landing it this season. And he finally landed it. So he did great. He got a 10.3 on parallel bars. He got a 10.7 on high bar. And a 10 even on floor. And don't somewhere I guess I don't have the pictures of where he placed. I guess I forgot to save those. But he got a few places too. He
Yeah,
actually
he really nailed it.
he did really good. I'm really proud of him. So I gotta brag about that a little bit. Plus, I know that a lot of people that like follow us know Aiden from my Aerostory creations. So I just feel like a lot of people probably would
Yeah.
appreciate to hear about that. So I think you guys might appreciate that. But also just on the topic of yapping, so I was at my friend Davina's house over the weekend. I stopped over there because it was her dog that she had adopted with a past boyfriend that then became her dog, that then she was still living at home, and when she moved out, when she was having a baby and supposed to get engaged and all these things. Or not supposed to get married, she was engaged. Um it they decided that it was best to leave the dog at the house with her mom who had been like kind of primarily taking care of her for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Um so she hasn't seen her as much, but then unfortunately she passed away. And it was very
Why
sudden, very
are we on the topic of dead
I
dogs?
don't know.
The title of this episode is gonna have to be Dead
The
Dog.
dogs, I know. So, and this dog was 8 years old, so she wasn't even old. But I think maybe it was cancer that kind of like stuck up on her. Like it just kind of came out of nowhere. She was fine, and then she wasn't. Um, but she was having a tough time, and her boyfriend had a friend over to the apartment that was hanging out. He came from a little bit farther away. He lives like an hour or so away, so he just kind of came to stay the weekend.
Mhm.
And so like she really didn't want to like be all like sappy sad because she didn't want to like ruin their time hanging out, and she was like, I just
Yeah.
need to like get through it until she could go over to her mom's house later. And I was like, girl, I'm coming over there. I practically convinced her to let me like bring her Starbucks. She was like, let's get out of your way. Da, da, da. And I was like, I'm going to Target anyway. There's a Starbucks in there. It's fine. So I got her Starbucks
She's
and I
like,
got
I
her.
wasn't going to Target anyway.
Well, I actually was to pick up medication, so it gave me a really, really good excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have gone anyway. I did.
Yeah.
But she loves Starbucks, so I just figured it'd be comforting for her, and I figured she could use to have like have somebody around for a bit until because someone that isn't like your boyfriend's friend more so
Yeah.
like and like there are a bunch of guys and like I feel like when you're like feeling sad like as a girl you don't want to go bawl your eyes out in front of like a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
guys. You just feel really insecure about it. I feel like
Yeah.
I just was like, she probably isn't really feeling too great right now. So I went over there. I got a little toy for her little boy who is the cutest thing in the world, by the way. So I got him a toy and I got her a few things to just like try to comfort her a little bit and ended up hanging out. But we all ended up honestly having a really nice time, all like chit chatting and stuff. And the friend that was over is Aiden's old coach, his old gymnastics coach. So, and oh my gosh, he's so sweet because he was like asking about Aiden and stuff, of course.
Yeah.
He was like, you should see if they want, like, ask the boys if they want some feedback. Because right now they have a female coach who's doing a fantastic job, but doesn't necessarily know the stuff firsthand. So she's having to kind of like study the rule book and all these things and really learn stuff as she goes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't had like a true male coach in a while.
Yeah.
So, he was like, if I can help at all, like I can give some feedback or something. And I was like, I think they'd really love that. The boys were so excited about
Oh.
that. So like that's why like the chat that I was looking at on my phone for everything was because I sent him videos of both of the boys from the team,
Mm-hmm.
all of their routines and all of their scores because they wanted feedback and stuff. And I got a long paragraph today in response. So I'm gonna have to
That's
read.
exciting.
I just think it's so sweet. Like it's so wholesome, that like
Yeah.
somebody is like, oh, I missed them. How are they doing? Oh, and the funniest thing. So those of you who follow me, I feel bad because I feel like I'm rambling. I'm not giving Peyton a chance to speak. I'm so sorry. But
Fine.
I'm almost done with this, I swear. But I have this video, and it's a compilation of Aiden basically being Abby Lee Miller, and it's basically just him and Amber fighting like siblings for like however many minutes straight as
Mm-hmm.
he's trying to do dances and stuff. And at the part where it's like Amber gets sick tired of him and fights back, there was a part. So there was something that she said, and it was funny because his old coach, he told me that he kind of would like start some stuff between the boys, like jokingly, like they would like finish a routine and they'd be like, that wasn't good. He'd be like, yeah, that wasn't good. That was bad. Do better. And then the boys would start saying that to each other, do better, be better. And he started this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh my gosh, you have no idea what you started here. Okay. You
Yeah.
don't understand because he continues that persona at home when he's teaching people dances. So I pulled this video thinking surely somewhere in there Aiden says it because I really thought that he did. And here I find out that it wasn't Aiden who said it in the video. He had rubbed off on Amber and Amber was saying it to him. And the magnitude of this whole thing
That's so funny.
is hysterical. Aiden has been laughing about it for days. And
Mm-hmm. Please
so,
hold us. She's dying.
so the mini Abby Lee Miller that we all know and love has apparently been a monster created by his old gymnastics coach. That is the moral of the story.
That is so
As you
funny.
enjoyed my rant, and I'm going to shut up now.
Well, I have nothing to yap about except, oh, so last week before we couldn't record, our topic was going to be talking about, well, we were back and forth about a couple things, but we were going to open up with the TikTok ban again
Mm-hmm.
because it got banned for 12 hours and then it was back. Let me tell you, those 12 hours, I opened that stupid app more times than I have fingers. Like, because it's like bookmarked on my phone. Here, I'll show you. Um,
Yeah.
it's bookmarked on my phone right here. And sorry, I don't know if you guys can see it. But
Yeah.
I kept clicking on it and like obviously you open the app and it's like it's banned. And so like, oh my God, that was a nightmare. That was literally a nightmare. And then watching everyone freak out was the funniest thing in the world. Like, I don't know if you saw that James Charles video of him like under the covers, like if not, you need to go watch it, Chelsea. But
I
like
don't think I have seen that.
it is
I heard
so
people talking about
funny.
it, but I never looked it up.
Like you need to go watch it. But it was the funniest thing in the world. Like, I had a little bit of a crash out myself. And then I was back and I was like, okay, this is weird. But the app is different and you can tell it's different.
Yeah.
Like, you can
Yes. Like even
tell,
when it says in a little box where you can put a comment on a live, says something different.
yeah. Like, I think
Don't like it.
someone of a very higher power has bought it out and they're just not telling us. But yeah, like my For You page is
Yeah.
different. Like, I'm like not getting as many views on my videos as I used to. Like, it's a whole thing. And it's just kind of annoying. And so now I think I'm gonna try to like record content on different videos because or not different videos, different platforms because like it's kind of annoying the fact that it's like not working. like the same as it used to. Like,
I am trying to figure out what is going on with the whole like you can't type into the search bar the smallest and whoever lived.
oh my God.
Why? Like why?
Yeah. Like
That's
I
just weird. Like why is it like trying to crack? I don't understand. Like
yeah.
I don't even understand who and like why you would like
And it's
do that.
like filtering so much stuff. Yeah, not to get political or anything, but I just think the censorship on TikTok right now is really freaking
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Like,
Like I really think that there's been a shift. And the one thing that I like is I've noticed, like, I feel like I've spent so much time seeing people brush everything under the rug and not question everything. They want to be like, it's fine. We can just trust everybody. We can trust the people feeding us
mhm,
garbage and chemicals. If it's in our food, surely it's safe. I think we can just trust whatever they tell us on the news because it's their job to tell us what's going on in the world. And everybody just goes through life like, la da 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 da. And people, now that it hit at home, now people finally care. And I'm
yeah.
glad to see it because one of the best things about America is the power that we hold as Americans when we get mad. It's like all those people going to that
Mhm.
Chinese app. Like I know that it's not a smart decision, but I love the fact that we all collectively were like, you think you're gonna tell us we
Yeah.
can't? You thought like
Yeah. You're
no.
like, oh, we're selling the TikTok selling your data. Let's go to a purely Chinese app and give us or give them all of our data.
And I'm gonna be honest. So like I don't trust it. So I didn't like give it permission or make an account or do anything. But I absolutely downloaded the app as an act of
Yeah.
rebellion out of spite because screw you.
We're gonna get taken down.
Like
But yeah, I just think
I
that
just we no matter what, like no matter what side of like of politics that you're on, I feel so very strongly that you should be able to speak your mind. And I also feel like if we start having censorship and stuff leans too much one direction or the other, I have such a strong belief in the beauty of all different sides and different opinions and different perspectives coming together
mhm,
to find to share those things. Like, well,
yeah.
I am against this because of all of these reasons and you're for this for all of these reasons and all
Mhm.
these reasons are important enough that it made you feel that way
And it's
so
important to like an
together.
individual person too. Like everyone has different values and I just think like I don't know.
Yeah,
Perspective is important. But yeah.
but I feel like we spend so much time butting heads and I think that it's
Mhm.
intentional and I think that it's preventing the most beautiful thing from happening,
Yeah.
which is all the different sides and different perspectives coming together and
I agree.
helping each other, educating each other, finding solutions to things that don't cause either problem or or solve both
Yeah.
sides of the fence because
Mhm.
everybody believes something for a reason. So if we
Yeah.
can like put it together, and I don't think they want us to do that. I just don't think they do.
Moral of the story, blah, 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 blah. Censorship sucks.
And Americans need to stick together, all of us, because we love each other.
Yeah.
We need to love each other anyway.
All right. That was kind of our little short yap session today. Or like
Yeah, I don't even know how long we've been on here, but I feel like it
we
went.
have 3 minutes left. So,
Wait,
but
what if we don't get? Oh, there it is. I found it.
yeah,
Okay.
so that was our little yap, and hopefully we don't get taken down because of we're like Americans unite.
We're gonna single-handedly start the rebellion. Okay. Look,
Don't even say that. Don't even say that. We are gonna be responsible for crap that we do not want to be responsible for.
look, Peyton. There's something on my keyboard. Peyton came through the town like Paul Revere. She's like, everybody, TikTok's back, baby. I can get it on my computer. She's texting everybody. She's posting everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
she is the town crier. That's what I heard someone on TikTok say, that somebody stood up in a restaurant or a public place or whatever and told everyone
Hmm.
about the town crier. I love like that way of like putting it because I think it's hilarious. So you're my Paul Revere.
Yeah. I so I'm on my computer. This will be quick. I'm on my computer. I noticed that my TikTok tab is still open and I can scroll through everything. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I open it up in another tab and it works. And I'm like, okay, yet again, weird. And so then I'm texting Chelsea and then I'm texting everyone. And I am like, guys, go on TikTok on your web browser right now. And yeah, and then it got all the way back to me because people started texting me that TikTok was working. And I was like, no, I told you. Like, I indirectly told you. So yeah, that was an event.
Oh, and the weird thing too, I was on Casey's live. So you know how we can't like you can't purchase things on TikTok anymore? Like you can't
Mm,
buy like coins for gifts. You can't, and all my subscriptions are like marked as canceled and they're gonna end in
yeah.
February. Casey told me I was on Casey's live. Casey Taylor, if you guys know her, if you don't, shame on you. Go follow her. She's awesome. Go find her on TikTok. She told me that if you do it on your laptop, it works. Why does everything still work from your laptop? What the
Yeah,
freak?
that's
Why
weird.
did it work still on your laptop before? Like, I wonder what the difference is. I don't know if maybe it's because it doesn't have our location as much, but I think it still does, doesn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Time zone, at least. That's
Yeah.
enough.
All right. Well, we have to go. So thank you guys for listening. I love you all so much.
Yes. Mwah. See
Bye.
you later. Bye.